Is to experiment with the language and modify the language. So I noticed today the meeting theme is booming. Booming sentence we will say booming voice. The booming voice from here, the belly, right? And maybe we can plus L, B-L-O-O-M. That will be blooming. So if you have passion, you can bloom. Yeah. But some people are early bloomer and some people are late bloomers. It's kind of like a bloom. And today I would like to talk about some experiments that I noticed. First, what the fart. Normally we heard the sentence, what the heck? And when I see what the fart, I think what the fart becomes a signature of Mike. Later we see Mike, we will say, what the fart? We won't say what the, yeah. So I think it really is a pretty creative way to use the language. What the fart. So sometimes maybe we can modify the language. We can use the sentence that people frequently hear, but we try to modify just a little bit, and that could create a different, effect. And another one is I noticed that Mike really like to use like 3 words at the same time, or even 3 sentences at the same time. And all 3 sentences, they all share the same structure. And it's kind of like, for example, 3 words: wife, daughter, life. And it kind of like a boxer. They actually pack a punch and then end a punch and before landing a final punch. So maybe next time you can try using 3 nouns and 3 sentences, and they all share the same structure. And about athletes, I noticed that since athletes, when we think about athletes, they need determination and perseverance. So about the definition of perseverance is that the quality of continuing to try to achieve a particular aim. So as an athlete, you need to keep trying something. So perseverance and determination, they are all their characteristics. And about the dark horse, Hema. Yeah, we won't say black horse. Dark horse is actually something like someone is not well known, but later he or she surprises like people by winning a competition. So actually, if you don't have determination and perseverance, you will never be a dark horse. And also, seize the chance. Seize. When you seize something, you hold something tightly. So seize the chance, seize the opportunity. You can use that to say, I want to seize the opportunity of doing something. And another thing that I think some places that we can try to modify the subtle details. For example, satisfaction, and certificate. Certificate is like here, after you finish 10 speeches, you will get a certificate. It's like a document that proves that your achievement. You have finished 10 speeches. But satisfaction is about something, it's a feeling that you get when you feel satisfied. So satisfaction and certificate. And another one is staff. Staff is all the people working for one company, staff. And staff can be anything. Anything can be a staff. Like the paper can be stuff. Anything can be stuff. And next one is about pastime. Pastime is actually hobby, something you really enjoy doing that. So something you enjoy and something that's interesting for you, that can be your pastime. It's a pastime. And in the past, normally we say something in the past. That means about the history. Something happened in the past. And I also noticed another verb like sharpen. Sharpen, to improve something, to make something become more sharp. Yeah. So you can sharpen your skills, sharpen your abilities, sharpen your communication ability. Anything, skills could be sharpened. Just like athletes. Maybe you used to be like an underdog, but you can sharpen your skills, and then you can be a superstar. And the last one will be, I would like to encourage you to use like an English dictionary. Since today I chose the word signature. And if you really want to know the signature of the language, you should check out English dictionaries, not Chinese dictionaries. Because in Taiwan, we normally learn English by, for example, sharpen. 磨尖锐 sharpen 磨尖锐 If you memorize the word in this way, your brain will behave like a Google translation. Each time you have to translate from Chinese to English. Sharpen 磨尖锐我要磨尖锐我的什么东西 So next time maybe you can use Google definition. You try to type Google and then you type any word and then plus definition. So you will see the definition of the word. So you will get to know how to experiment with the language and how to modify them. So I encourage you to do some experiments on your language. General evaluator.